Welcome to the quiz show!
Did you know your choices of candy reveals a lot about your personality? Choose your favorite candy each round and we'll reveal what it means about you. Let's get started! First question, do you prefer M&Ms or Skittles? If you chose M&Ms, it means you're the logical thinking type. You see the world as a collection of puzzles to solve, overcoming challenges using your intuition and intelligence. If you chose Skittles, then you're the more emotional type. You see life just like Skittles. From the outside, it looks like a beautiful collection of colors, but if you look at what's inside, you find it's even sweeter than it seems. Next question, Butterfingers or Kit Kats? If your favorite treat is Butterfingers, it reveals the calm and collected nature of your personality. Your laid-back personality means that you're a breeze to be with. You like to stay out of any drama to enjoy the blissful serenity of quiet life instead. But if Kit Kats are more your thing, then you are the more aggressive type. But don't think that's a bad thing. Being an aggressive personality type means when you set a goal to do anything and everything to achieve it. And don't forget, if you ever need to let off a little steam, just break off a Kit Kat. Which delicious chocolate bar do you prefer? Snickers or Mars bar? For those of you who chose the funky, chunky Snickers bar, you're the extroverted type. Your flamboyant personality is a gift to share to the world, so it's no wonder you are so outgoing and charismatic. Just like a Snickers bar, you can be the little spike of energy needed to make someone else's day. If you prefer the Mars bar, then as an introvert, sharing experience with a smaller group of people is what truly gives you the most joy. You're happy to give up going to a party to chill on the couch with a great book or movie instead. Just like a Mars bar, your ideal social life is small, smooth, and sweet. Next up, nerds or Swedish fish? This one's tough. If you're a nerd lover, then your life is characterized by spontaneity. Not a single day in your life is the same as you constantly try new things and step out of your comfort zone. You don't feel the need to spend hours thinking over decisions. After all, you only live once. Your sudden impulses can lead you into a bit of trouble, but it has also led to a wonderful life-changing experience. If you preferred the simpler Swedish fish, then you, my friend, are a methodical thinker. You like to deeply think through any major decisions and make sure they are the best thing for you and the people around you. You've mastered the art of delayed gratification so that you find it easy to work hard now and play hard later. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup or Jolly Rancher? If you preferred the peanut butter cup, then you are a realist. There is no sugarcoating for you. You deal with the cold hard facts and the cold hard facts only. Optimists might call you a party pooper, but when trouble arises, it's reliable personalities like yours that come to save the day. If you prefer Jolly Ranchers, then you are an optimist. Instead of seeing the candy jar half empty, you see it as half full. No matter how tough things get, you can always have a positive outlook on things, which makes you the shining star in people's lives when they need you the most.
Are you enjoying this video? Let us know with a thumbs up!
Next question, Chupa Chups or Pop Rocks? If you chose Chupa Chups, then you are a hard worker. Not even the most dreadful challenges are strong enough to stop you. You are relentless both in your dedication and drive. Once you've put your mind to something, you know you will get it done. Not even the rock-hard shell of a Chupa Chup can stop you. If you prefer pop rocks, then you are a smart worker. You can be dedicated and hardworking when you need to be, but you often use your wit to find smart ways to overcome obstacles faster. Instead of just working relentlessly, your real strength comes from creatively finding ways to improve your process. Mentos or Tootsie Roll? If you're a Mentos lover, I'm afraid you may have a bit of a rigid personality. Change can sometimes feel more of a burden than an opportunity for you. Although your sturdy self makes you highly reliable, you could benefit a lot from opening up to new experiences. So next time you have an opportunity to get out of your comfort zone, you might as well take that step. If you prefer a Tootsie Roll, then your flexible personality makes it easy for you to bend and mold to new experiences and challenges. You are a highly adaptable person that isn't scared of change nor being uncomfortable. After all, growth is just another word for change. Hershey's Kisses or Nestle Crunch? That's a tough choice. If you chose Hershey's Kisses, then you are a super passionate person. When you develop a new skill or hobby, it seems to completely consume your life. Your passion can mean a single activity or person can be all you think about morning and night. However, where you tend to struggle is keeping up this passion and staying focused despite any periods of challenge or boredom. If you like Nestle Crunch more, then you are a dedicated personality type. You don't need to be motivated nor passionate to stick to your goals. You've fallen in love with the process of progress itself, and so even on the days where getting up seems uncomfortable, your dedication is what gets you out of bed. Next up, Starburst or Almond Joy? If you like Starburst, then woohoo! Oh boy, are you energetic! Hanging out with you is simply an adventure. Every second is jam-packed with energy and fun. Every day you find yourself being hyped up and excited about one thing or another. Your biggest challenge is finding where to channel all this abundance of energy. If you prefer the more chilled-out Almond Joy, then your energy levels are much more tranquil. But just because you're not always dancing around like you've got ants in your pants doesn't mean you're not having fun. You've simply got a tranquil vibe that others seem to be attracted to. Perhaps because you're so easy to get along with. Gobstoppers or icebreakers? If you chose the Gobstopper, it reflects your mastery of the art of patience. You've come to terms with the fact that everything good in life comes with time. Whether it's slowly building up better friendships, working on better grades, or slowly sucking on a Gobstopper, you know that each small step over time is a huge leap to progress. But if you prefer the quick and easy icebreakers, you might be a bit impatient. Perhaps your abundance of passion or excitement makes it hard for you to sit still and experience the more boring aspects of life. However, a lot can be gained by taking the foot of the pedal and learning to experience the slow parts of life no matter how uneventful they are.
For more great quizzes and games, subscribe to our channel, The Quiz Show. We promise fun.
Airheads or lifesavers? If you chose Airheads, then imagination is one of your biggest strengths. Your vibrant mind is constantly buzzing with new ideas and thoughts, and it seems there lies an entirely different world within the imagination of your mind. Sometimes you can even find real life hard to pay attention when your brilliant imagination takes you away somewhere up in the clouds. If you preferred lifesavers, then you are much more analytical. Instead of seeing the world as a collection of ideas, you see it more like a collection of formulas and equations. This makes you a great analytical thinker and problem solver, as each problem has an equation to solve it. Werther's Original or Laffy Taffy. If you like Werther's Originals more, then you are a competitive personality type. This means you get motivation and inspiration from competing with peers or friends, and your ultimate goal tends to be being the best and greatest. Although you will gain the greatest satisfaction if you learn to compete with your past self rather than anyone else. If you chose Laffy Taffy, then you are a cooperative personality type. This means that instead of aiming to be the best and greatest, you instead prioritize the success of your closest friends and family. Your generous spirit makes you one of the best team leaders anyone can ask for. Next up, Tim Tams or Tutti Frutti. If you're a Tim Tam lover, then just like the deliciousness of the first bite of a Tim Tam, you never let people down. As a reliable person, people can count on you to be here when they need you the most. If your love belongs to Tutti Frutti instead, then you're a risk taker. Although this can make you a bit unpredictable and unreliable at times, your willingness to take risks is what separates you from the rest. After all, big risks can lead to big rewards. Toblerone or gummy worms. If you chose Toblerone, it means you are a heavily disciplined person. Over your life, you've developed some rules that you rarely ever break. Living your life according to your own rules gives you another level of satisfaction that you can't get anywhere else. If you chose gummy worms, it means you're much more carefree. Living by the rules was never really your thing. Instead, you're happy to let go and live in the moment and deal with whatever drawbacks later. This one's tough. Jelly beans or Sour Patch Kids. If you're a Jelly Bean fan, that means your worst quality is that you're a perfectionist. You simply can't live with yourself unless you know something you've started has been completed to absolute perfection, which is practically impossible. Perhaps you can enjoy yourself a little better if you cut yourself a little slack and let yourself recognize a job well done. If you prefer the Sour Patch Kids, then you're much more easygoing. Sometimes you catch yourself breezing through life without putting much pressure on yourself. This laid-back lifestyle comes with its benefits and drawbacks, but it surely means you're a great person to vibe with. Milky Way or Milk Duds. If you chose Milky Way, then you are heavily ambitious. When you dream about something, you tend to dream big, and only overachieving your goals can temporarily quench your irresistible zest for life. If you chose Milk Duds, then you are the much more cautious type. Perhaps it is a fear of failure or of regret that makes you tiptoe cautiously through life. You can tend to try control as much of your life as possible, but you've learned that you can gain a lot by letting go a little. If you learn to let down that hard shell of yours, a sweeter future is on the other side. Ferrero Rocher or Pocky. gold-wrapped chocolate or gold watches. If you chose Ferrero Rocher, it means that all that matters is that it shines. As a spender, you know how to ball out in style, but your wallet might be hating you by the end of the month. If you chose Pocky, then your personality is more inclined towards smart finances and saving. You prefer to save now so that you can spend on the things that really matter tomorrow. 5 Gum or Hubba Bubba. If you chose 5 Gum, then you have an assertive personality type. You tend to dominate in most areas of life. Your fierce assertion makes you a great leader for any friend and a feared opponent for any foe. If you chose Hubba Bubba, like the fluffy candy, your personality is more flowy and passive. You don't feel the need to be the fierce leader and instead find pride in your less assertive qualities such as your kindness and loyalty. Next up, gummy bears or Maltesers. If you're a gummy bears lover, then oh boy can you be chaotic. You are what people call the wild card, as total anarchy rules your life. Rules? Institutions? Establishments? Blech, never heard of them. You live your life how you want to, where you want to, and when you want to. If you chose Maltesers,
You lean more towards a neat freak who can't function in a messy room.
last question, warheads or raisins? If you chose the warheads, then you may be a bit of a drama queen. Some call you dramatic, but others call it being in touch with your emotions. Either way, your explosive manners and expressions make you a vibrant person in any scene. If you chose raisins, then you are simply indifferent. You tend to not be too bothered by the trivial problems that seem to bother others. You see no evil and hear no evil. Some call raisins the most boring candy on earth, but you can see the hidden beauty behind these little guys.
Thank you for watching the video. Did you have fun? Let us know in the comments. We hope to see you again soon on The Quiz Show. Bye for now!